Welcome once again to the Daron Man Encounter, our channel devoted to making life a little better for the animals that we share the world with. In our last video, I shared some footage from East London Zoo, one of the saddest and most desolate places I can remember being in for a long, long time. Animals kept in tiny cages, wire and concrete in most cases, and in many cases also solitary, on their own. I'm not the only person who's concerned about this. I've spoken with the Khoisan leadership here in South Africa. They were the first people at the tip of Africa. And from their leadership, Mr. Christian Martin joins us now, politician, activist, and animal lover. Christian, a very good morning. How are you doing today?
Good morning, Daron. I'm very well in a rainy Beaufort vest.
Fantastic. Christian, the Khoisan leadership, we'll keep it short, we'll keep it sharp. Their attitude towards animals being kept in cages like zoos. Just confirm that for me, please.
Yeah. Now, Daron, when it comes to the Khoi and San, remember that the Khoi and San have a belief that we were put as custodians and managers of animals in general. And especially when it comes to the wild animals, we don't believe that any animal for that matter should be locked up in a cage of whichever form a person wants to qualify it. Animals are called wild animals for a reason, being free to run wherever they please.
Now, you've been to the East London Zoo yourself. Just looking at that one zoo, what was your impression?
Now, Daron, remember the two of us were together in the East London Zoo, the first round where we slept in a cage together. Yeah, I will never forget that one. But we with other guys. But the other thing is for me, Daron, we went back again, myself and Chief Joe Creeling of East London. We went to pay it a visit again. And I can tell you there was no improvement whatsoever in that zoo. The grass was overgrown, the sewage was running through the zoo, or at least at the back of the zoo, but very near for any person to smell. I then made a statement to say that as far as we are concerned, they say the zoo is there to attract tourists, but as far as we've discovered, the zoo are attracting flies more than tourists to itself because of the state that it finds itself in. It's appalling, to say the least. It is not conducive for animals to live in a state like that. And for us, the basic mere thing. Daron, remember the bear?
I do.
Always when I talk about that bear, it brings bad memories to mind because the bear is still in a bad state. When we were there, something with the bear, cement thing that they allow it to stay in. And to see it old there, and that thing is about 30 years in human years, counting in human years, about more than 30 years. They on slabs, sleeping on a slab. It's just inhumane to allow an animal that old in that thing. I still remember there were some people that said they are willing to take the bear and let it have a free life outside of that situation. But I promise you, it is bad for the animals in that zoo.
Christian, now part of the protest action previously involved handing a memorandum over to Oscar Mabuyane, the current Premier of the Eastern Cape Province. Have you had any reaction or any movement on that front?
Daron, nothing. Nothing. I did follow it up, but there's no response, no reaction on that one. I don't know what will make them to actually act on that zoo, because really that zoo is not conducive. Even if they having the excuse it's for tourism, it's not. What we said, because of people being employed at the zoo, change it in a botanical garden where you can rather plant indigenous plants, and people can still keep their jobs. You reskill them to look after the plants, to make it a beautiful place to come and visit, to teach our children of our heroes of the country, from whichever culture, putting up the heroes, teach children about the heroes, bring them up, bring them out, and can be put to use in their creativity and innovation. Yeah.
So if we were, let me just put it this way, Christian, if we were to find alternative homes for the animals that are in cages currently at the East London Zoo, you and the Khoisan leadership would support a move like that.
Yeah, definitely, Daron. It would be the best thing in my life if we can free those animals from that place, you know. And I need to make it clear, Daron, we not only want animals in this London Zoo. I say that there was a purpose once for zoos, but it's an outdated thing, you know. So I'm not talking only about zoos in East London. I'm talking about zoos internationally that must be closed down.
I agree with you on that point. We appreciate you joining us today. Politician turned activist, Khoisan leader, Mr. Christian Martin. Have a good day, Christian.
Thank you, Daron. Thank you for the listeners.
Well, there we go, folks. That's it for the Daron Man Encounter for today. The animals at the East London Zoo are not in a happy place at all, and we can take them to a happy place. Alternative homes are available, and we've also got the support, as you heard from Christian Martin, of the Khoisan, First Peoples who inhabited the tip of Africa. And in their culture, they would hunt animals only for what their personal needs were. They did not put them in cages. They don't want to see them in cages. They shared the land with the animals, wild and otherwise. Thank you so much. We'll catch up with you on our next video.